All right, folks, it is me, Michael V, and I'm here at the Collab Lab working on a workshop series on innovation as part of a larger program around design thinking. I have this idea of a series of workshops on innovation, creativity, collaboration, and then with a capstone project that would actually use design thinking throughout. So as I work on the innovation piece of the puzzle, this workshop series, I'm going to use 4 primary texts in order to do that. The first one here is How We Got to Now by Steven Johnson. I have not read this yet. I've just started to do all my noting and all that kind of good stuff, and it's pretty fascinating so far. I do recommend Steven's other book, one of his other books, Where Good Ideas Come From, one of the best books that I've read in a long time. But looking at this, 6 innovations that made the modern world. I think it's important for us as we try to understand innovation, create an environment for innovation, and be innovative, for us to understand, number one, what innovation is, but then at the same time, be able to look back at innovation throughout history and dissect the conditions and the technologies that allowed for that innovation to occur so that we can make predictions on the future, but also potentially create those environments to foster innovation. So this book, looking forward to digging deeper into that one. Then we have The Innovator's Dilemma, Clayton Christensen. This book, while the previous book talks about the history of innovation, this book talks about innovation primarily in the private sector. The New Yorker calls it the most influential business thinker on earth. That must be about the author and not the book itself. But anyway, here we have a presentation on 2 different types of innovation, primarily that of new innovation and iterative innovation, and how the systems, structures required for each are different, and it's nearly impossible for them to occur in the same space. So I'll use a lot of case studies here. I'm excited to be able to dig deep into this with regards to innovation in the private sector. 2 other books as we dig deeper into innovation and touching more on the public sector. George Couros, I believe I'm saying his name correctly here, The Innovator's Mindset. This is a book talking about having an innovator's mindset, but also creating a culture of creativity. Creativity and innovation go hand in hand, which is why I'm building out the workshop series as I am. Then the last book here, Creating Innovators, with the subtitle The Making of Young People Who Will Change the World by Tony Wagner. That book I really want to use for the activity portion of what we're going to be building here and what we're going to be doing in this workshop series. I believe that while this book I think is geared towards K-12, a lot of that stuff, if it's good for a 5-year-old, can be just as good for a 50-year-old, especially in this space where play, creativity, problem solving, and just thinking differently is vital in order to be innovative. So this series, just starting to build it out now. I'm actually, it's been fermenting. I've got notes all over the place on it, but finally going to be putting it down on wax. And I'm going to actually document that process as well as I put this together, not only for myself and archival purposes, but for anyone who might end up ever facilitating this workshop series. Then they would have my, as a subject matter expert, my insight and reasoning for why I'm doing things. So if you want to pay attention, you post the stuff up on LinkedIn and other places, and when the course is complete or the workshop series is complete, I'll make sure to let you know where you'll be able to participate. So thank you. Have a great day.